Hey everyone, welcome back to Straight to Your Kitchen. Today we're making something truly irresistible, molten lava chocolate chip cookies. These cookies are soft, chewy, and filled with a rich, gooey chocolate ganache that oozes out with every bite. You won't want to miss this. Let's start by making the chocolate ganache filling. This is super easy and made with just a 2-to-1 ratio of chocolate to heavy cream. First, pour 1/2 cup of heavy cream into a pan over low to medium heat. Keep whisking consistently until it starts to simmer. Be sure to remove it from the heat just before it begins to boil. Don't let it get to a full boil. Once it's off the heat, add in 1 cup of chocolate. I'm using milk chocolate chips, but feel free to use dark or white chocolate depending on what you love. Stir this together until you get a smooth, thick, and creamy consistency like this. Now pop this ganache into the refrigerator for about an hour so it firms up and becomes easier to work with. While the ganache chills, let's start on the cookie dough. This recipe is based on my ultimate gooey and soft chocolate chip cookies, but with a little extra chocolate love. Begin by adding 1 stick of room temperature butter to your mixing bowl. Then add 1/2 cup of granulated white sugar and 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of packed brown sugar. Mix this until it's fully combined. If it's getting tough, don't be afraid to use your hands to help things along. Now add in 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract and 1 egg, and stir until just combined. Remember, don't overmix here. Too much stirring can make your cookies stiff and cake-like, and we want them nice and chewy. Now let's add the dry ingredients. 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Mix this all together until it forms a thick dough. I like to start by stirring with a fork or a spoon until it's about halfway combined, and then I use my hands to finish mixing everything together. This helps make sure that all the ingredients are evenly combined and gives the dough that perfect consistency. To make these cookies extra chocolatey, stir in 1½ cups of milk chocolate chips and 1 cup of mini chocolate chips. You're going to love how much chocolate is in each bite. Keep mixing until the dough is completely packed with chocolate. Make sure no chocolate chips are falling out. As you mix, gently fold the dough to ensure each chocolate chip is evenly distributed. This way, every bite will be a delicious, gooey, chocolate-packed experience. Now that the dough is ready and the ganache has chilled, we can start shaping our cookies. I'm going for jumbo cookies, but feel free to make regular-sized cookies if that's more your style. The only difference will be the baking time, which I'll explain in just a second. Before we start filling the cookies, I like to portion out the ganache and form it into balls. This makes it way easier to work with when we're filling the dough and ensures each cookie has a nice, even amount of gooey chocolate inside. Just scoop out small portions of the ganache and roll them into balls and then set them aside. Now we'll begin to work on our chocolate chip cookies. Take a portion of your cookie dough and flatten it out on the counter with your hands or a rolling pin. You want to create a nice, even disc that'll be large enough to wrap around the ganache. Now grab one of your chilled chocolate ganache balls and place it right in the center of the dough. Start to gently mold the dough around the ganache, making sure to fully encase it. Use your fingers to pinch the edges of the dough together, sealing the chocolate ganache inside. If there isn't enough dough to fully cover the ganache, simply grab a little more dough, flatten it out, and place it over the exposed chocolate ganache. Shape the dough into a nice round ball, making sure the ganache stays completely hidden inside, placing it on your baking sheet, and repeat with the rest of the dough. Now we're ready to bake. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. If you made jumbo cookies like I did, bake them for 15 to 18 minutes or until they're golden brown on top. For regular sized cookies, bake them for 9 to 12 minutes or again until they're golden brown. Keep an eye on them. You want that perfect cookie texture. Once your cookies are baked, let them cool completely before you dig in. Trust me, it's worth the wait. When you take a bite, you'll get that perfect mix of soft cookie and gooey chocolate ganache. What makes these cookies so special is the combination of the perfectly chewy, slightly crispy cookie dough and the molten center of rich, velvety ganache. As you bite into it, the gooey chocolate just oozes out, creating that lava effect that makes every bite feel like a special treat. This is a family favorite. The balance of textures, soft, crispy, and gooey, takes these cookies to the next level, and not only do they taste amazing, but they're also surprisingly easy to make. If you loved this recipe, don't forget to subscribe for more delicious treats. Enjoy your molten lava chocolate chip cookies, and I'll see you next time on Straight to Your Kitchen. Comment below what recipes you would love to see next.